Thomas Jefferson, the man, his world, and his accomplishments. Jefferson's father, Peter Jefferson, was a land surveyor of Welsh ancestry who moved west from the Virginia Tidewater settlements toward the frontier. His mother, Jane Rudolph, was of the old Virginia aristocracy. Thomas Jefferson, the man, his world, and his accomplishments. Jefferson's father, Peter Jefferson, was a land surveyor of Welsh ancestry who moved west from the Virginia Tidewater settlements toward the frontier. His mother, Jane Rudolph, was of the old Virginia aristocracy. Jefferson was the third child and eldest son in a family of 4 sons and 6 daughters. Most of his brothers and sisters died in infancy. Thomas Jefferson was born April 13, 1743, at Shadwell. Thomas Jefferson was an awkward lad, and was often found frolicking in the red western hills of what is now Albemarle County, Virginia, near the mountain on which he later designed and built his home, Monticello. Young Thomas spent much of his time hunting, reading, dancing, At 17, he entered William and Mary College at Williamsburg, the colonial capital of Virginia. For 2 years he studied mathematics, literature, and philosophy under one Dr. William Small, a stimulating Scotsman. Small then arranged for him to study law privately under George Wythe. Wythe, later one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence, led Jefferson into law practice. He continued this work until the Revolution. Then the demand for public service interfered, and he never resumed regular practice again. Elected to the Virginia legislature in May 1769, Jefferson served in it until the Revolution. There he was recognized as one of the outstanding young revolutionists. He was a member of the 1774 Virginia Convention, and although he was unable to attend because of illness, his resolutions written for this convention resulted in the publication of his first work, A Summary View of the Rights of British America. He did attend the Virginia Convention of 1775 and was a delegate to the Continental Congress in both 1775 and 1776. It was this Congress that declared the independence of America in Jefferson's undying words. When Jefferson was 28, he married a 23-year-old widow, Martha Wallace Skelton, on New Year's Day, 1772. During their 11 years of happy married life, his wife bore 6 children. Only 2 of them, Martha, nicknamed Patsy, and Maria, baptized Mary but called Polly by her father, lived through the rigors of 18th century childhood. Patsy, tall like her father, married and had 11 children. During the winter of 1805 and 1806, the young family stayed with. In September 1770, Jefferson left the Continental Congress and at once re-entered the Virginia House of Delegates. He served until he was elected governor of Virginia in June 1779. As a lawmaker, he started with a broad program of reform. He had served only 5 days in the legislature when he moved for a complete revision of the laws. He was immediately elected to the Board of Revisers. For the next 2 years, he worked with thoroughness and success, helping to build a set of laws in which he hoped every fiber of ancient and future aristocracy would be erased and a foundation laid for a government of the people. Jefferson proposed many bills that struck at the old aristocracy of wealth and family in favor of government by those of talent and virtue. They included the bill abolishing entails, that is, repealing laws, permitting land and other wealth to be set aside for the benefit of one line of descendants who might enjoy the profits but who could never sell or divide the estate. Jefferson considered that this bill saved the land of his country from the dead hand of the past. The bill abolishing primogeniture, that is, repealing laws giving an eldest son all of his father's property and leaving nothing to the other children. The statute for religious freedom, separating church and state and removing the private right of religious belief from control by public law. This statute has come down to present generations as one of the timeless declarations of intellectual freedom. June 7th, 1776, Jefferson was assigned the task of drafting the Declaration of Independence. This document was formally approved by Congress July 4th, 1776. He was Secretary of State under George Washington and was later elected president after the controversial election of 1800, where he tied with his supposed running mate, Aaron Burr.
I accept your nomination as president. God bless America.
While president, he proposed the exploration of the Northwest Passage to Lewis and Clark.
Boys, explore the West. The West.
In 1803, Jefferson, with the help of James Madison, negotiated the purchase of Louisiana from France for $15 million, a decision that doubled the size of our great country.
I hate banana peels. Hope someone steps on it.
Make a deal.
Here is your Louisiana.
Thank you. Here's your money.
Ha ha ha! I am rich, rich, rich! Ah ha ha!
Jefferson was re-elected president in 1804 after defeating Pinckney in the process.
Thank you. Yes. 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 Thank you. Thank you.
Jefferson retired after his second term of presidency to Monticello, a house he designed earlier.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you. What? Put this banana peel here. Sorry, it's okay, folks. Under control.
July 4th, 1826, Thomas Jefferson breathed his last. Appropriately, John Adams died later that day. Thomas Jefferson was a great man and will always be remembered in the hearts and the minds of the American people. The end.